Hey guys, welcome to this episode of The Rachel Cruze Show. My friend and fellow Ramsey personality, George Kamel, is back.
You can't get rid of me.
Yeah, you just keep showing up. It's like, I just imagine I dream a genie and like,
What a callback.
what if you just like
Are y'all even old
appeared?
enough to know about I Dream of Jeannie?
Man, that was Nick at Night days. Bewitched.
Yeah, that was a good one. What's the one with the vampires?
Oh.
That was a good one too.
But anyways, thanks for being back. I'm
Thanks
glad
for matching.
We're twinning.
Our wardrobe stylist, Winston Cruze, chose these for us. It's just an accident. That would be so funny.
Loves black and jean. That's just his thing. Yeah.
Winston as a stylist. That would be the day.
That would be, yeah, that would be funny. Okay, George, you are here to talk about some healthy food hacks.
That's right.
And you're going to share healthier alternatives to this healthier lifestyle that you and Whitney have taken on. Y'all eat healthy.
We do. I have been gluten-free now for 5 years.
That's
running
crazy,
over 5
yeah.
years. And the team makes fun of me for it.
No,
I know, but now, you're very kind about it. But I avoid dairy, I avoid gluten, try to avoid sugar. I try. I'm not saying I'm not a picture of health. Although looking at my physique, you'd be like, oh, whatever that guy's doing. We've joked about this. I don't work out. So, we say money is like personal finance is 80% behavior, 20% head knowledge.
Yes.
I feel that way with food and exercise. 80% food, 20% exercise.
Oh, so that's a good balance.
I'll get a B- if I can just get the food dialed in.
I like it.
So that's where I'm at.
Because you just for the health,
Well,
right?
I realized I had an
health.
intolerance. A lot of people don't realize they're even intolerant until they take it out of their system, out of their diet for a period of time, and then they bring it back in. So that's what happened. The doctor said, hey, cut out all of these things. And for 3 weeks I did that, and I brought it back in, and I went, oh, this is my body is telling me no.
That is not good.
There we go.
Way to listen to your body. Okay.
We have figured some things out over the years.
I'm so glad, George, and I'm so glad that you're here to share all that wisdom of what
because
you've
Rachel
learned.
is a big fan of gluten. She asks for extra gluten when she's out to eat.
I am a terrible eater.
Can I get more crust on this crust? It's fine.
I just more crust on crust on crust.
But I'll tell you, I don't miss it because of these alternatives I'm about to share.
That is true. And if you're ever going to live in a world without dairy, without gluten, 2022 would be the world.
That's
2004 would be sad.
No, very difficult.
That would be
back
very
then.
difficult then.
You had to knead your own dough like Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, it'd be terrible.
You can't have that.
But there's stuff everywhere. So I want to know some of your best alternatives for gluten-free, all of it. Switch
Here
it
we
up.
go.
Teach us,
So
George.
I'm a big Costco fan. Kirkland's Signature is the GOAT. And so I have found the best gluten-free store-bought pizza that money can buy.
Oh, seriously, at Costco?
Yes. And it's called Sabatassos is the brand. They've got a cheese pizza. It's a 3-pack for about $16.
That's
So you're
great.
talking a little over $5 for a pizza that feeds 2 people easily.
Love it.
So that's my favorite. Costco also has their own Supreme gluten-free pizza now in a 2-pack.
For Kirkland's.
For
brand?
Kirkland's
Wow.
Kirkland's Signature. And it's delicious.
That's great.
Something for everyone there.
There you go. I love
Now,
it.
a
Love
lot
all
of people,
the pizza examples.
you like to get your pizza from Papa John's. We know that. Hashtag not sponsored. Don't know why anyone's favorite pizza is Papa John's.
So good.
But bless your heart. We've got one. It's regional. Marco's
Yes.
Pizza.
Yes.
They're all over, but they have an incredible gluten-friendly crust. And so that is my go-to when
But you have to make sure you order from the correct store.
This is a backstory where I told Winston Cruze, dude, you got to get Marco's. Let me order for you. He shows up to the store to pick up the pizza. He's alone with the kids. Rachel's out of town. And they go, sir, we don't have an order for you. And he texts me and I go,
He said, George?
I ordered from the wrong store. It was a different location.
So make sure you order from the correct store. But their gluten crust is great. Gluten-free.
Thank you.
Well, their gluten crust is great.
Also great.
And their gluten-free crust is great, too.
We're off to a great start. Speaking of breads, Rachel, this is another one. People go, I can't not have bread. So how am I going to go
that's how I
gluten-free?
feel.
And truthfully, gluten-free bread back in the day, very sad. Very cardboardy. It falls apart.
It's sad.
It's not fun. But there's a lot of great brands out there. One of my favorite, just overall brands, is called Canyon Bakehouse. You can get these at Target, Walmart, a lot of places have it now. That is my favorite.
Okay.
It goes toe-to-toe with actual different types of bread.
You know what? I may try it.
Yeah, they've got like honey wheat. They've got,
Yes.
they've got it all.
You'd have no idea.
And then Trader Joe's, I'm a big Trader Joe's fan. They have some great gluten-free breads, English muffins, you name it.
Bagels.
Bagels, everything
Yes.
bagels, gluten-free, fantastic.
Nice.
So there you go.
So you're not just gluten-free. You go even a step
I
further
know.
towards
Can I show you as an example?
dairy-free.
I got this from the Ramsey Cafe.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And it's a cold brew with oat milk.
Oh, wow. Instead of
And I did a little drizzle of caramel just to add a little joy back into my life.
Look at you.
So there you
People
go.
love a nice coffee.
I live this out. So oat milk
And
is
can
my
you tell
go-to.
that- Okay. if you don't do cereal probably, do you?
I do.
Okay, what do you use? Almond milk, goat milk?
I don't use
Oat
goat
milk.
milk. Oat milk is my favorite.
Goat milk.
I mean, you could. It's legal. But I'm not Dwight Schrute. Like, I don't need to use goat milk in my cereal.
I was thinking different types of cheeses, so I was like, goat cheese.
That's bougie. If y'all are using goat milk in your cereal, you're on a different pay scale, okay?
Wait, that would be dairy, though.
Yes, there is.
Right?
It is.
Okay.
It's from an animal.
That's what I'm thinking.
But a lot of people who are dairy-free actually do pretty well with goat cheese, surprisingly.
Okay. Good to know.
There you go.
I'm
So
just
oat milk, almond milk.
I am in deep waters right now, George. I really don't know how to get myself out. So
I'm trying to just keep this train on the tracks.
The boat is sinking, and I would jump off if I were you.
So let's recap.
Just staying on like a
the
good
best
friend.
dairy-free milks, oat milk or almond milk. I go for unsweetened, and the less oils and the less gums, the better. The less ingredients,
I'm sorry,
the
the less
better.
what?
Gums. G-U-M's.
I don't even know what is that?
When you look at the back of a label and
No
it's
idea.
like guar, xanthan, you've seen these gum. It'll say gum after it.
These are all words that I have never
Rachel's
heard.
never
through
looked
my
at an
ear.
ingredient list in her life. That's privilege, Rachel. Just willy-nilly eating whatever
my
she
body
wants.
loves gluten
Not a
and
care in the
dairy.
world.
I'm sorry.
You've got some Dave Ramsey genetics when you can just eat whatever you want. Your body goes, all right, I will accept this. Anyways,
I don't know, George. You're just
better than you. Listen,
no.
my
Do you know
body
who would
is so
take? You know
sensitive.
who would take you on as a child right now?
Who?
Because she would love you so much. Sharon Ramsey. My mom says all
Me
the
and
time.
Sharon.
Rachel, you can get gluten-free bread. The kids will have no idea if you start now. And all the organic peanut butter, the oil on top, and you gotta. I'm like,
Listen, we were
Give
at the
me
lake
Jif.
house for our personalities retreat, and the pantry was like, this is Sharon Ramsey's pantry.
Oh man,
It was all the stuff I could eat.
I know it's all this gums and all.
Sorry. Anyways,
Gums
you can
and
live.
all. Okay, ice cream, dairy-free.
That's a
ice
big
cream.
one too. Yes.
I've had this before.
So either with almond milk or oat milk.
Yes.
There are coconut milk ones as well that are very delicious. Trader Joe's has some great ones. There's a brand called So Delicious that you can find at your grocery stores.
bet
And
it's
I
so
find
delicious.
they have great options when it comes
good.
to those. And they have every flavor under the sun. They even have some cookies and cream cookie dough, things that you go, wait, doesn't it have gluten in it? They make them gluten-free now.
There you go.
And I will say it is not dairy-free, but Jenny's has a gooey butter cake flavor that has gluten-free yellow cake in it.
Oh wow!
And it is
But you can't do
chef's
it though.
kiss. Oh, I do it.
Because
It's got to
dairy-
be worth it. It's got to be worth
So
it.
you will break the rules every
I
now
will
and
break
then,
the rules
George.
if it's worth it.
Okay.
But don't put some Bluebell in front of me and expect me to ruin it.
Oh my gosh, Mayfield.
I just offended half
Mayfield?
of America.
Mayfield is. Oh, man, that's some East Tennessee.
We'll go there later. I don't want
Oh
to
my
get.
gosh.
I'm going to get
Mayfield
roasted
chocolate
in the
milk is
comments
so good.
for being
Yeah,
too bougie with ice cream.
Okay, so we can move. So the adult beverage side of the spectrum.
Yes.
There's some ways to get some gluten free.
Yeah,
adult beverages.
this is a big deal because
knew?
people they're like, well, I don't want to go gluten free, or I have to go gluten free, but I miss having a beer every once in a while.
Yeah.
And so there's good news. A lot of brands now have come out with their own gluten free. There's a specific brand called Omission that makes all kinds of gluten free beers, from light to your IPAs to all that stuff.
And is it good?
I find it to be very good.
Okay. Doesn't taste that much different.
Thumbs up from me.
There you
And
go.
then any hard seltzer. If you see
Yeah.
those are really popular right now. Those are generally going to be gluten free. So you're safe.
There you go.
And there's even non-alcoholic liquor these days.
Okay, I did
that
know
hurt
that
your brain?
because I was pregnant.
Oh, and you were making mocktails.
I did know
Rachel's
this.
making mocktails.
They have like non-alcoholic wine,
Oh yeah, that's true.
non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So two brands to mention on that side, Ritual and Seedlip, both make liquor alternatives so that if you're pregnant or you
Yes.
don't drink or whatever, you can have a little mocktail.
Yeah.
And it's healthier for you.
Why not?
So there you go.
There you go. All right, so even frozen meals.
Yes. My freezer
some good-
is stocked right now with these. So I
Really?
can, from personal experience, Saffron Road. If you see that brand at the grocery store,
Okay,
stock up.
it's a green light from George.
Green light. They make a lot of they make some more Indian cuisine, but they have, pad thais, they do enchiladas, they do it all, and all of them are gluten free.
Dang.
And get them when
Fancy.
they're on sale. So I've got a Kroger near me. I wait for them to go on sale. You buy 5 or more. It's like $3 for $4 a
yeah.
meal.
There you go.
Hard to beat that.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Even pretzels.
What'd you think? They make gluten-free pretzels? It's amazing. So Snyder's is a brand. You know the
Yes,
Snyder's brand.
yes.
They now have gluten-free pretzels. They even have buffalo
Ooh, that's
flavored
good. Yep.
pretzels. They got it
Delicious.
all.
There you go.
That's a
and
big one.
some snacks. This is where I'm at. I love
You do love a snack.
I love a good snack.
Yeah. So breakfast, I'll eat a Lara bar. Almost every day I'll have a Lara bar. My wife loves Epic bars, which not the cheapest, but they're good.
Yeah.
Kind of a meaty beef jerky type
And some
bar.
of these you can, Kind bars, those kind, I just get it like Costco.
Oh, yeah. Costco's got Lara bars, Kind bars. They've got it all. So great place to shop if you're looking to buy in bulk.
I love it. Well, man, George, wealth of knowledge.
This is
lots of options.
I live in this space, Rachel.
This is you.
This is my sweet spot.
Go. You are in your lane and just run, George, run. But it can be expensive. I feel like that is the downside.
Yes.
When it comes to organic, all this gluten-free, all the things, is that they mark up the price because I'm sure it's more to make. So again, it can be expensive. People are trying to save money. Inflation, everything's just crazy right now. So what are a couple of things if they can't get everything on that last list?
Yep.
But they're like, I just need some affordable staples to have so I can eat healthier. What are your go-to staples?
I'll start with the joke: rice and beans.
Oh.
That's a good staple.
Way to bring it
We
in.
like to make jokes as part of the Ramsey plan.
good.
You live
It's
on
good.
rice and beans, but it really is a great staple. So we like to go for our kind of starch. We stick to rice or potatoes. And there
That's
are a
great.
bunch of noodles that are gluten-free, but
Yeah.
rice and potatoes are going to be the go-to.
Okay.
And then we'll just choose a veggie of choice. I'll usually just look for what's on sale
Oh, there you go.
and just shop for...
What's your go-to?
I love sweet potatoes. I like
Yeah.
green beans.
Corn.
Corn. My wife will
Broccoli.
My wife loves asparagus and Brussels sprouts.
Yes, we like Brussels sprouts.
But you got to get them right. Brussels sprouts are very...
No, it can be tough.
Ooh.
I found the exact configuration. Everything that I need to make Brussels sprouts good, I have it down.
You nailed it. We'll get that
got
recipe
it.
later.
We got it.
So then a fruit of choice. That's a
Yeah.
good sweet. Now, obviously, fruit can have a lot of sugar. So if you're trying to watch sugar...
That is
Just be careful.
I hate when people see this
I
is
know.
why this is what frustrates me about this whole space is everyone's like eat healthy, but there's certain fruits you shouldn't eat. I'm like, what?
Well, here's an example, Rachel. Orange juice. If you drink 4 glasses of orange juice, that's like 98
Yeah,
grams
but
of sugar.
That's like a juice like that. That's not like because you usually buy it and it has concentrate, has sugar, all this stuff.
Out of all the
But
topics
don't-
that could be
But don't
controversial.
tell me don't eat strawberry. Like
I'm just saying if you're
everyone's
trying to watch your sugar.
lower the berry intake. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I really thought that this is what's supposed to be healthy. Okay, so up next,
Lean protein.
protein.
Yes. So you're trying to eat healthy, chicken, fish, turkey. Go for the chicken thighs instead of the boneless chicken breast. A lot of times it's going to be cheaper, more flavorful. You can do it that way to save some money. So chicken, fish, turkey. Obviously, red meat is going to be more expensive as well, on
Yes.
top of it not being as lean.
And it's always good just to add some spice.
Open
some
up your
vinegar,
spice cabinet,
open
as
up that
Sharon Ramsey would say.
Open up your spice cabinet.
that
and
is
you
a
make
way.
everything flavorful.
Yes, for people that are like, that sounds so bland and boring. Listen, our spice cabinet is off the chains.
Yes.
So go hard on the spices. Balsamic
the
vinegar
chains?
is a great one. There's
Plural.
multiple chains.
Plural.
Yes.
Okay. Didn't know that.
Homemade popcorn. You a fan?
I'm a fan of popcorn, homemade.
How do you make it?
Help me in the microwave in a bag.
You get the kernels and buy a silicone popper.
That whole thing.
The silicone
Wow.
popper on
You are just
Amazon. You don't
extra.
even need oil. You just put it in there.
That's what Sharon Ramsey does.
Very
On the
healthy.
stove?
No,
Oh.
I do microwave.
My mom does on the stove.
Well, Sharon Ramsey's a step above
Different.
us
Well,
all.
I thought you and Sharon were like on the same wavelength.
Yeah, but I'm also millennial, so I like convenience.
Okay, there you go. So,
So-
still microwave. That's
So
nice.
great snack though, homemade popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn's great.
Hummus is a go-to
Yes.
in our house.
Delicious. Yep.
Peppers are great, not only for dipping into dips, but also as your veggie for the meal. I know you're a big pepper fan. You're growing some in the garden.
I am. Green bell
Yes.
peppers, red bell peppers.
Bring me
We
some.
didn't do any yellow, but they're so good.
What do you have against yellow?
I don't know. When we were doing the garden,
I
those were the
prefer red
colors.
or orange.
Okay.
personally.
Okay.
Just
I like
me.
red. Red is go. And jalapenos too. So
Oh,
if you need jalapenos,
yes. Add that to anything, it'll make it better.
delicious.
Love
Okay.
it.
So, what are some just general tips of eating healthy again during this expensive time?
Yes.
Inflation's on the rise, all the things. And people are watching their budget, especially their food budget.
So it's hard to just generalize, but I'm going to do it. So don't be mad, but don't be tied to one specific brand. Try to shop for what's on sale. That might not be the brand you usually get, but hey, branch out. Try something new.
saving money.
Save some money there. Of course, go for the generic brand when possible. So especially if you're Trader Joe's or Kirkland Signature, it's always going to be cheaper than going for the name brand. So there's one right there.
Love it.
And then I'm sure you do this too, but you kind of have your go-to meals. So if you figure out your
Yeah.
go-to meals and you decide that week what we're going to have, even if it's 3 meals, we're going to do burrito bowls, we're going to do pad thai, whatever it is, that really helps. And you can just swap
Makes
out
it
each
easy.
week. Let's pick a different protein, a different veggie, and a different starch. That
Love
makes
it.
it easy.
And finding recipes. So whether it's through apps
Oh,
or just
yes.
people you love. Like I love Half Big Harvest.
Most of your recipes are from
I know
Half-Baked.
because she makes it it's like they're kind of complex in a good way. Like it's a lot of different stuff, but it's so easy.
It's a fun little challenge.
I can do it.
And they look amazing.
I know, it's so good.
She posts
She's
these.
great.
I'm like, thanks for the invite, Cruze family.
I know. She's
Wow.
great. But if you find people that are cooking the foods you like, it's worth
It's
it.
the
It's
best.
worth following. Yep.
Food Network app is actually really cool because you
Yeah.
can choose a meal. It will automatically add all of those ingredients to a basket at your grocery store, and you can hit pickup.
Oh.
So it's pretty cool.
Wow.
Pretty snazzy. And if you're wondering, is this healthy or not, you can download an app like Shopwell, and it will show you nutrition ratings and alternative options.
There you go.
So that's helpful as well.
Love it. And when it comes to meat, though, I feel like that's always where
People are like,
where
I need
it's
my red
pricey-
meat.
Where it's pricey.
America.
But you love steaks from Aldi.
Yes. So Aldi, I bought the steak there. It was like $4. And I thought, how good can a $4 steak be?
Sure.
But you pull out the cast iron, you get some garlic cloves, some rosemary, you cook it perfectly. It was one of the best steaks we've ever had.
So good.
No thanks to me, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, you cooked it.
You don't need to go to Whole Foods to get the highest cut of meat there. Aldi will just do fine.
I love it. Okay, and avoiding liquid calories is another one.
That's a big one. If you're trying to eat healthier, the
know.
first place to start is with that drink. Because you could be adding 200-300 calories to your meal
For sure.
because you wanted the Coca-Cola. And I get it. I'm not here. There's no shame in this game. I'm just saying if you want to eat healthy, try to avoid liquid calories. I stick to black coffee, maybe some dairy-free milk, green or black tea, water, and America's favorite, seltzer water. So there you go. Get a
love
little crispy.
Just a
there
little
you go.
something there.
And I gotta say, there's a lot of things that are marketed to be healthy that are not. Example,
Which is tricky too.
sugar-free.
Ooh, keep talking.
This is a big one. Well, like aspartame and sucralose and all these different fake sugars
Okay.
that are no better for you than just real unprocessed sugar. So just don't live your life sugar-free and fat-free. You've seen that one around. Fat-free's been around a
yes,
long time.
yes.
I would rather you get, the
The good fats.
the grass
some would
raised
say.
butter than the margarine. You know what I'm saying? Sharon Ramsey knows. Sharon Ramsey understands.
I'm really trying to
Rachel's
track.
like, I have no clue what's happening, right? I've never looked at an ingredient.
I'm really trying
label.
to track. Okay, where are your favorite places to shop? Because this is what's key. Where you shop determines a lot. Because again, it can be more
There,
expensive.
your heart will follow. Yes.
And it can be more expensive to buy all these things you're talking about.
Agreed. So we mentioned Aldi.
Yep.
That's a great starter. Sometimes they don't have everything you need. If you've got a Trader Joe's in your area, that is my all-time favorite because it's small. You can
Yes.
fill up a whole buggy, and you're like, oh, I only spent $78 instead of $150.
Yep.
Costco is a great one. They have great quality products, especially if you stick to the Kirkland Signature generic brand, but it can add up quick. So be careful and only buy stuff that you
watching.
actually use in bulk. And lastly, Walmart. Everyone's got a Walmart in their area, and Walmart surprisingly has a giant gluten-free and dairy-free selection.
So great. George, you know what I love about you?
What's that?
You talk about money. We're on the show and we talk about money, but you also
do.
bring other things like this. Eating
Thank
healthy.
you.
Who knew you were a nutritionist, George?
I am definitely not. Please,
It's what
oh
I feel.
gosh.
It's what I feel. I feel like I'm sitting next to a nutritionist right
Real
now.
nutritionists out there are like just
so
they're
offended.
angry. It's like, Rachel, I worked 4 years to get this degree.
I
Don't
know,
belittle
but
our
you're
profession.
a wealth of knowledge.
Thank
a
you.
wealth of knowledge.
I
All
try.
right, George, thanks for being on.
Always a pleasure.
So appreciate it. Where
I'll
can
bring you
people find
gluten-free
you?
pizza, by the way.
Yeah, please do.
You won't know the
I
difference.
will.
Are you thinking what I'm
I am
thinking?
thinking what you're thinking.
Blind taste
Taste
test. Yes. Next episode. I can't wait.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
I
Okay.
can't wait.
Where can everyone find you, George?
So at George Kamel with a K on Instagram, we've been having fun making some reels
I know,
on
it's
more
been
money
great.
hacks.
I love it.
So you can find me there.
So great. All right, you guys, look, you can eat healthy, endure inflation, all the things, but just make sure that you are sticking to your budget. So we talked about some apps for your food. Download EveryDollar if you haven't. It's a budgeting app. It is the best. Again, it helps you eat healthy, maybe with some of the higher price points, but figuring out what's important to you because it's all about taking control of your money and creating a life you love.